Hello my loves, welcome to another video, and today I'm using my gorgeous flexi hand, and this is the, oh my goodness, what skin tone is it? I will put it in the description box, I have forgotten. It's the darker skin tone which goes really well with these gorgeous bright colours that I'm going to use today. So I've put in my practice tips and just cut them down to a ballerina style and buff the surface. I'm going to be using Valentino one-step gel. Look at that, the viscosity is really gorgeous, it self-levels. I use it for everything. I do have the clear sculpting gel as well, which is just a thicker viscosity. So I'm going to lay a clear base down on each of the nails. I'm using actually my Madam Glam poly gel brush because I love it. I love it for working with gel as well. So now this design was actually inspired by something I saw from Kerry Anderson on Instagram. She did something different, but her design method just sort of completely inspired me because she's amazeballs. So I have sped up bits of this, like this bit here, because you know how to apply clear gel to a tip. You buff it, and then because it's one-step gel, you can literally apply it as a base and then build with it as well. Obviously it's a thinner viscosity, so you just got to work a bit quicker so it doesn't roll around, but if you're a bit slower then you can use the sculpting one, which keeps a bit more rigidity. So I'm going to use my topaz lamp because it's really easy to cure things with that. Then I'm going to go in and use Madam Glam's Neon Sun, Blood Orange, and Bright Barbie Pink. These are stunning. And we're going to do a kind of tie-dye effect. Similar to a marble, but more tie-dye-ish. I wanted it kind of more random and less flowing. Now, Madam Glam gels are super pigmented and they go on nice and thick as well without kind of bubbling, which is really decent if you're trying to do work. Sort of like this. Sorry, I just had to swallow there. I was like, work. I didn't plan as where this was going to go. It's just kind of random. But I'm working thicker because I'm making sure I've got enough to do it in one coat and to spread about. And I'm going to go in with my, I think it's my 8mm detailer brush from Nailchemy, and just play with it. Don't do what I just did there though, make sure you clean your brush after each stroke. So I had to keep remembering to do that. And I'm literally just playing around. Bringing it out, bringing it back in again, bringing it out. It takes me back to stuff I used to do when I first started doing nails. This is how I used to do designs all the time because I wasn't confident with acrylic, so I'd lay an acrylic base down and work with gel on top and stuff. But now I'm encapsulating. We're doing something different. It's just really pretty. You can do anything, you're just free to mess about as much as possible. But don't mess about too much because you'll end up with a bit of a blobby mess. So I just wanted to break that blood orange up a little bit. I've got a 30% off code for Madam Glam. I've got 5% off code for the Valentino stuff that I get from Angel Crystals. Their hard gel is amazing, I must admit. I love their clear gel. So I'm going to cap this now with the one-step clear gel from Valentino. I love working with gel. I do love it a lot. So I'm pillowing it up around the cuticle area, and then we'll just glide it down the nail, working left to right. I try not to mess too much with it, because if you start messing too much, you'll create air bubbles. So similar concept to if you push too hard with acrylic, you might get air bubbles. With gel, if you kind of lift your brush up and down, you might create little pockets of air. So it's more like a gliding motion or a gentle pillowing where you don't release the brush too much. You see, like I'm keeping it in contact with the gel all the time and just gliding it through. And yeah, I've got way too much on, but it doesn't matter. So I'll just remove it and put it back in the pot, as you'll see. Ping, off it comes. Sorry if you can hear that, I've got the window open. Somebody likes revving his motor. So then I'm going to take a side view and just glide the brush along to even out any inconsistencies. Super easy. It looks so good encapsulated. Just gives it like, oh, I don't know, it's just such a lush effect. Obviously, because this is a thinner viscosity of gel I've chosen, you could just use the sculpting gel to cap this. Self levels as well, so I just stuck with the one because I had one pot open. And then I'll cure that with my topper's lamp. Just get it done. On to the next nail. I'm going to do a full nail of bright Barbie pink. And we'll do 2 layers, so I'll apply this layer. I get as close as I can with the brush, but I don't worry because I will go in with my detailer brush and tuck it right up there. Right up to the cuticle area. These are super pigmented gels, I love them. So I'm just using that brush to get right up to the cuticle area. It does really add that extra kind of neat effect. Not effect, but you know what I mean, it makes it really neat, basically. Cure that, then go in with the second layer. Very, very simple. And the next bit is just so pretty. I was so happy how it came out. So happy. So obviously, as with acrylic, with hard gel, you have the flexibility to mix your gel with other mediums, other products. And I had this beautiful silver holo glitter sent to me from Angel Crystals, and I was like, I like it. I'll put the name and everything in the description box. So I figured I would make myself a holographic hard gel. Never done it before, just thought I'd have a go. So I put some gel in a pot and give it a little stir about with some glitter, and added too much glitter, so I had to add a bit more gel. I'm using my Madam Glam, you know, the double-sided tool with the brush and the spatula. Thought that came in quite handy there. Ideally I would have used a tile, but I didn't have a little tile, so I just used a spare gem tray that I had. So this was a bit too thick, so I added a little bit more gel. Splat. And yeah, I was really happy with it actually. I did some cool stuff with it. I was like, yes! A star for experimenting! So I initially had a kind of idea what I wanted for this set, but I completely changed it as I was going, because you do, don't you? Do you ever get that? You think you know what you're going to create, and then once you get the products in front of you, your mind just goes, oh, what about this? Oh, have you thought about that? Oh, what about this? That's how I was. So I'm happy with that, because I want a thicker consistency. I don't want it to run, because I'm going to do a linear colour block, as if you would with acrylic, just with hard gel. So I'm going to do a line from cuticle to free edge with my sticky gloves that are now covered in gel, which I should have changed. I've sped this bit up a bit because it took me quite a while because I'm slow. So I'm anchoring. You see my pinky finger? You must anchor your finger to something, because otherwise you'll shake or wobble all over the place. So try anchoring your hand, then you've got something else to lean on. So I'm just going cuticle to free edge with a line of beautiful silver holo gel. And I went from the free edge up to make sure that I was going to end in the centre of the free edge. Rather than normally I go off course, I take it all the way down and then go, oh shit, I've gone wonky at the bottom. So I'll do this and then I'll take my gel brush in a little bit of isopropyl alcohol and just tidy up. I was so impressed with it. I was like, oh, I made that. Yes, it's different, isn't it? So just tucking it in, keeping it all nice and neat. Once I'm happy with that, I shall cure that in my topper's lamp and then encapsulate in the Valentino clear gel. This gel is like so clear. I do like hard gel for its clarity. It's unbelievable, isn't it? It's like looking through glass. Beautiful. Just making sure everything's encapsulated, everything's nice and beautiful, all nice and even, and then we'll cure in the top lamp. Lovely jubbly. On to the next two nails. So I'm going to do one full nail of blood orange. I sped this up a bit because you know how to apply gel polish. And at this point I still had no idea what I was doing on the next two nails. I was just going with the flow. Oh, I can hear a siren in the distance. And then the next nail is going to be Neon Sun. Sorry about the noise. It is noisy today. Cool, they were going fast. Righty-ho, going to cure that and then go in with the second layer on both. And then, I've cut the second layer out, which didn't need to see it. I decided to use the glittery gel again to make a cuff nail. I thought, why not? I've made a bunch of this stuff, might as well use it. So I just used my little detailer brush and yeah, created a cuff nail. And basically, in the areas where there was gel but the glitter had moved and I wasn't happy with the coverage, I just tapped in the raw glitter before I cured it. Worked perfectly. No problemo. See, just tappy, tappy, tappy. That reminds me of Happy Gilmore. Just a little tap. Just tap it in there. Add a little bit more gel. Do the same again. I was like, let me get some more glitter. And then what I'll do is clean off my brush with isopropyl alcohol or prep spray and go in and just tidy those edges. Make sure it's exactly where I want it and then cure before it moves. It probably wouldn't move though because it's quite thick with the glitter in it. I'd rather just get it cured quickly. And once it's cured, we're going to encapsulate again with the Valentino hard gel. Again, just keeping the brush in contact with the gel, gliding it down the nail. Super easy, really beautiful. And then we'll go in and tidy up those edges, even out. Make sure everything's nice and then cure. Now on this one I was really stumped as to what to do, so in the end I decided to do almost like a spider gel effect. I couldn't use it as spider gel, it didn't act the same way. Spider gel has its own unique viscosity, like an elastic band. So I just did some random geometric lines, like across, sideways, up, down. And it came out surprisingly well actually. You have to work a little bit faster because you're working with gel, so it'll start to settle because it's designed to self-level. So you could do one line, flash cure, another line, flash cure, but I just did them all in one go. And just kind of cracked on with it. It's random, so it doesn't matter. There's no right or wrong. It's whatever's in your head. And quickly give that a cure, and then I'm going to encapsulate that. Now, because this was more lumpy bumpy, I did do like a slip layer. I don't usually do a slip layer, I forget to do it. Because I don't do enough gel. I want to do more gel work. I love it. And then we'll just go ahead and encapsulate all of that, making sure that we're in around those lumpy bits with no air bubbles. And once they are all cured, I'm going to quickly nip over them with a file, and then we're going to add some bling. These are the Raving 80s collection from Angel Crystals. So they're Swarovski neon crystals. They are stunning. So I'm just doing a basic design. I'm using Angel Crystals adhesive. It's their new adhesive. It's flipping amazing. They won't budge. And if you're using the pointy backs, then they have the Valentino gem gel, which is for the more pointy back crystals. Sorry, hands in the way. Ah, my hand. Move your hand, Sarah, move your hand. The reason I'm using a wax pencil is because Oliver's hidden my Alice tweezers and I'm really cross. I've got to find them and I couldn't find them and I was really, really sad and I really struggled because I'm so used to using my Navy Pro tweezers. And I was literally having such a temper tantrum. Right. Onto top coat. Stunning. See, and because we've worked within the hard gel, everything just looks so much different. It's just, oh, so beautiful. I'm really pleased with this set. I really, really am. Oh, another noisy motorbike. Go and be noisy somewhere else, please. We're busy. See, look at that linear design come out. I really love it. I hope you've enjoyed this set, actually. I hope it's been helpful. Let me know in the comments if there's anything else you want to see me do with hard gel. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video. All the links are in the description box. You know the drill. Tally bye!